We're in the northern part of Scotland in a very small village called Gairloch. We're about to leave soon, but we've just gone to grab a couple of coffees from a really nice coffee shop. Actually, it's just opposite where we were staying, and it's got great reviews there.
Yeah, it's called the Mountain Coffee Company, and it's got loads of great food in there. But we just grabbed 2 flat whites and have walked down to see the beach. As you can see behind us, it's got gorgeous white sands. There's beautiful rolling mountains behind. It's such a wonderful little spot, and we stayed at a place called the Millcroft Hotel last night, but today we have a real big adventure. We are heading to
the plan was to head to Corrieshallock, which is pretty north, not the most northerly point, but I tried to look for a hotel or a place to stay tonight, and there was literally nothing in the area. I think the only one that there was like £700 a night, so obviously not an option. But about 55 minutes from there, there's a village called Tongue, actually. It's I think it's also on like the estuary, or kind of on the sea. But they had a hotel for about £70, I think.
Okay, perfect.
It was also the only one available there, so I booked that this morning so that we make sure we've got something for tonight.
I feel like here in Scotland, as well as in Ireland, you either have to book very far in advance to get a good deal, or you're going to be left with scrappy stuff if you're booking, the day of or the night before, like we normally do when we travel. So that's something that maybe to keep in mind, but for us, we at least have a hotel and we at least have a destination, so we're going to head out on the road now.
Yeah, that's true. I also don't know if it's a little bit early on in the season, because where in Corrieshallock I looked, there was about like 20 hotels in the region, but all of them said no availability, so maybe it's just a little bit early in the season in May, but it shouldn't be. But yeah, there could be plenty of options anyway. So we're gonna have these coffees
and then suit up and head off on the road.
Quite an interesting fact about this area. It says that during hard times, many people from the Highlands took a chance emigrating to the New World and an uncertain future. It says in 15th of July in 1842, 215 people from this area emigrated to Canada from Gairloch for Cape Breton Island. Now, that actually rings a bell, because when I was in Canada, the part where they went to is called Nova Scotia, which is New Scotland. So that makes sense from where I was.
That's really interesting. I didn't know that Nova Scotia meant New Scotland until yesterday.
That's right, yeah. Nova Scotia was founded in 1805, with Gaelic language and music still being important of their culture over there. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, people from here went over to Canada.
On the road again.
On the road again.
We're leaving Gairloch now. I'm kind of sad. This place is like a little paradise.
It is, isn't it? Look at the little white sand beach with the mountains in the distance. It's like got layers of nature there. But this is a lovely little place, and I think it's a nice community too. Everyone knows each other.
Yeah, we had a good time at the pub last night, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a nice pint there too. But as you say, it's a shame to leave this place, but I'm looking forward to today's ride, as it's going to be pretty similar to what we experienced last night, except we have perfect weather. We filled up with fuel last night, so we're ready to go. We've got 300 miles in the tank, so that should do us for most of the way today. Hopefully we'll get an opportunity to top up somewhere on the way.
What road are we on?
Let me get a little bit closer. It's the A832.
Right.
Which we actually have both, we have 2 lanes on this road, so it'll be a little bit quicker than it was yesterday on the single tracks, but I don't think it'll be long before we're back on the single track roads. We won't be heading there today, but if you follow this little coastline of this peninsula up to the top, there's old gun displacements there from the Second World War.
Oh, cool.
Similar to like the coastal defences we saw in Estonia, but on a very smaller scale.
Oh, wow. Back up in the beauty.
Yeah. First lock of the day.
The water is so blue today.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Makes a world of difference when the sun comes out.
Some lovely twists on this road.
It's a great road to start the day off with, a nice warm up. We should probably go in the sea tonight, regardless of the weather.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sweet Dacia of mine.
Whoa, 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 sweet Dacia of mine.
If we stop for every potential otter or seal sighting, we are never getting to John O'Groats, ever.
I'm telling you, that was an otter. Back down on the water level again. Oh, there's like 4 white sand beaches over there.
Can you imagine if Scotland had the weather of Spain?
Yeah, it'd be too hot. I don't think it'd be as green or as lush.
Yeah, you're probably right there. But these beaches and the rocks and the blue water, it's not something I expected to see at all.
No, it's a special place, isn't it?
I'd have thought it'd have been like all rocky coast, you know, kind of like Ireland. But so far we've seen so many beaches. I mean, there's been a lot of rocky coast too, but I didn't expect there to be the sand.
Yeah, it's like all these little fjords are a bit more sheltered, aren't they, so the trees and things can grow.
I've used up all of my wows and I've only been on the bike for an hour.
You have? How many wows do you get as your quota? We're getting 15? I'm not going to say spectacular anymore. Just try and use some different words.
It's inspiring, that's what it is. It's just...
It is, yeah. It's just a nice place to be, isn't it?
Yeah. It actually makes you want to ride slow because you want to enjoy it all and take it all in for a minute. That's when you know a place is extra special.
It is, yeah, that's a good point, Tom. This is the first straight road we've had all day. Passing through a little bit of a canyon here. I don't think this is a pass road, but it feels like one. There's a few waterfalls on the left as well. I think we're briefly heading inland to get around that last fjord. And then we'll be back out onto the coastline again.
Wow, that's a straight road.
It is, isn't it? There's a lot of people in there, so it must be pretty good. So I think we should go and have a quick look. So we're just going to pull in here. I think it's a short walk, and there's like a little bridge over the gorge.
It's got a gorgeous visitor centre. It looks brand new. Beautifully done.
Oh, it has, hasn't it? I bet you they sell patches too. Well, it's £5. That's not too bad for the charity.
Oh, perfect, yeah. Absolutely not a bother.
Oh, you just pay there once you park up.
So it's £5 for cars and motorcycles, and it's a donation to the charity. I think it's £10 for motorhomes, and I've got the ticket. Magic one. Go give this to Sean to pop on the bike, and then we'll go for a little walk. Corrieshallock Gorge. Let's go. So there is 2 woodland walks that you can do. One is, I think, 35 minutes and the other one is 20 minutes. We're just going to head straight for the waterfall.
Yeah, which is viewable from a bridge. It's quite a drop, I think, into the gorge, so it should be pretty interesting to see this one.
Yeah, the sign there said it's one of Scotland's most spectacular sights.
Wow.
So
They've got some spectacular
they
sights.
do.
Yeah, they sure have, haven't they? It was £5 to park for a vehicle, which is really good because the visitor centre, toilets and everything is brand new.
Yeah.
So I think it's a charity as well. So that's good to support it.
Super beautiful little walk through the forest here.
It is, isn't it? Nice to stretch the legs for a little bit.
Well, here we are.
That's actually really impressive, isn't it?
That's awesome.
The other side as well. Just watch your glasses when you look over the edge. There's a bit of movement in the suspension bridge too.
Yeah, they said only 6 people allowed on at once. This is definitely worth the hike.
I'd say so. It only took like 10-15 minutes to get here.
Great start.
You can continue a little bit further on if you want to. But
Yeah, I think there's a second viewing point, but wow.
main bit, isn't it? Awesome.
The sound of waterfalls is always what amazes me. How loud water can be.
It can, can't it? That was a relatively small amount of water though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's bad.
Beautiful spot. And a nice little walk, getting off the bike and having 20 minutes off. And it is just so lovely today in the blue skies and the sunshine.
It is. Might even get a bit of a tan today to go take a tan home. Walking back to the bike now. It's not a bad little walk this, to be honest. We're shaded from the sun in the trees. So with your bike gear on, it helps keep you a little bit cool. Em had the good idea of taking hers off.
I learnt from Corsica where I nearly died of sweat.
Yeah, you did. It was quite hot there, wasn't it?
But yeah, that's a great stop. Really enjoyed that. Seeing the gorge here it is beautiful and quite unique to have such steep sides, but with such a small gap in between the two.
Yeah, if I hadn't seen the visitor centre, I would have driven past that one quite easily. But the road actually goes around the gorge, so that's the way we'll be heading next.
Just stumbled across another gorgeous little place here.
Yeah, we've just gone past, was it Ullapool? And this one is, I think, this is a harbour. So I'm not sure where these ferries go to, or these cruises. Or maybe there's some boat trips out here. Well, this is a lovely place, isn't it?
Little hostel there as well, right on the front.
They're always in the best places.
Coffee shop there was called Tea by the Sea. How cute is that?
Like the sound of that. Well, that's a gift shop if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, no, this is Ullapool, darling.
Oh, it is Ullapool.
This is
Oh, okay.
Ullapool.
We might as well ride to the
Ullapool.
end.
Yeah, there's a chippy there, and
Right,
a chippy there, and a chippy there.
I might put my foot down today and say, don't we like to stop for chips?
Oh wow, what a place.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Do you know what we could do?
What's that, Em?
We could turn around to that chippy and get chips and an Iron Bru.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. Did you think of that one by yourself?
Cheeky.
Oh, yeah, we do need to try an Iron Bru in Scotland. It is the drink of Scotland. Second probably to whiskey. I guess that's what they drink in the daytime.
It's quite a big terminal, that port here in Ullapool.
It is, isn't it? Well, I think there was a group of bikes past us, didn't they? Just past the road there. They must have come off a ferry.
Yeah. Maybe they came from Isle of Skye or one of the islands.
Possibly,
Maybe
yeah.
this is where it comes in.
I think you could have a great trip here, just island hopping and skipping.
Yeah. We're sticking to the mainland on this trip, but we'll definitely be back to do the islands.
Yeah, definitely. It's even beautiful in the wintertime, Scotland, when the snow's in.
Little 4x4 road trip.
That could be nice, couldn't it? Bring the chains. Right, which chippy we're going to go? The one on the front or the one around the side?
None on the front, I guess.
On the front, alright.
Large portion of chips was £3.50 here, which I think is quite good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It looks a good one, doesn't it? And is that an Iron Bru we have there?
Yeah, I got an Iron Bru to try.
Well, that's actually the healthier one, the sugar-free one. But that's good. I don't think I can take the 10 spoons of sugar that's in the standard one.
I don't remember the last time I had Iron Bru.
It's been a while. It's an orange drink, is it? I can't remember.
Oh no.
You remember? It's
Yeah,
all coming back.
it's all coming back. It is. It's orange tasting, but it's quite
Unique.
yeah, it is unique flavour. You wanna try it?
Yeah, go for it. What's a good thing about the chips, fish and chips as well, is it's very quick and convenient. So like today we've got a lot of miles to cover, got quite a few hours ahead of us still, but a quick stop here, instant fish and chips, back on the road again.
So it looks like you can do quite a few cruises from Ullapool. It goes out to quite a lot of the islands. You can see there the Summer Isles, Bottle Island. So it's a good little base for you to do some exploring in. That's it from us in Ullapool. I like it here.
Yeah, it's nice,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's really nice. I mean, it's got a huge ferry terminal, so I'm sure that there's loads that you can do from here. Go and see some of the islands. I think it's quite a little hub. But yeah, great little stop off to grab some lunch and then continue back on the road. Where to next, actually?
Just north. Just keep
north.
going north.
Alright, and we've got a little bit of an inland section again now. Probably going to be about an hour's worth of inland.
Nice. Hopefully we go through some of these mountains that are around us.
Yeah. The water is really blue today. It was 24 degrees back there. It sat out in a t-shirt in the sun. It was lovely.
I'm guessing they're the mountains we're heading through on our inland stretch.
I would guess so, yeah. There's no shortage of them around here, that's for sure.
We're off the main road and back onto these single lane tracks with passing points.
Yeah, that's was that something Stac, that's called, at 11 o'clock.
Quite
impressive,
magnificent, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Not too busy, these single track roads today, which is nice. Can actually make a little bit of progress on them.
road is awesome.
It is. Oh, it goes up and over that hill there. We're going up there now. Oh, if we're high enough, we might get a good view of the ocean.
That would be nice. Wow. More peaks.
Yeah, we got high pretty quickly, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, look what's on the other side too.
It's like for as far as the eye can see, just rocky, raw landscape, and then these little pools of perfectly turquoise water.
Just about to ride next to the sea again, that's that little inland section. Oh, look at this little inlet here by this single track road.
Wow. All the islands dotted.
It's like the world's tiniest balcony road.
Feels like Scotland is about to just hit summer, which I guess it is, because all of these yellow flowers have come into bloom. They smell great and they make everything look so bright and beautiful. Oh wow.
Oh, it sure does, doesn't it?
This is so cool.
This is a great little road, this one.
Oh, there must be hundreds of islands off there. I feel like I'm in Croatia, or
yeah, because it's so warm today. The sap from the trees has given it that Mediterranean like smell of the wood and the leaves. Oh, look at that.
This is a very cool road.
It is, isn't it? It's tiny.
The water is looking more and more inviting. As
Oh,
the
it
day
is,
gets
isn't
warmer.
it? As it is, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Another cove. We're also quite jammy that there's not been another car, which is lovely.
I know, yeah, they're pretty. This is the tightest section there's been, I think. And we had a clear run, yes.
That was lovely.
And now we are heading back inland again.
These don't feel like roads, they feel like hiking trails or hiking paths that you have the privilege to be able to ride on.
They do actually, yeah, like a cycle track that you sneaked onto by accident. I mean, we're not making much progress as far as kilometres are concerned. We've still pretty much got the same amount as when we set off this morning. But oh my goodness, it's worth it. It is going to be a late night tonight, but we're going to have these memories to take with us.
It could be worse, it could be raining.
It should be raining.
It should be raining.
Ooh, these are nice. This would be a nice place to live. Yeah, I'll take that one or that one. Beautiful.
It also must be quite an exciting place to live in the way of the nature changing. You know, every day you wake up and the sky is different, and the sea is choppier some days, and
Yeah,
the sky is always changing, and you're so far north that I guess you get some of the northern lights occasionally. You're going to get snow in the winter. And a baby lamb. Look at him.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He is very fluffy.
I love him.
Well, that's a very red roof, isn't it? I don't know if he was going for Norwegian or Japanese vibes.
Or the cheapest corrugated steel was the red one.
The red one was on offer, yeah. 70% off, special deal. Right, well, this has turned out to be an amazing day so far. Well, it's 4 o'clock now. We've spent most of this morning riding single track roads, and it's been great fun with spectacular scenery. Wouldn't you agree there, Em?
Yeah, it's been an incredible morning. It's made even better by the weather. I know we've been talking about it quite a bit, but we are so fortunate to have weather like this here in Scotland. It really is unheard of.
Yeah, we're so fortunate, and it's made everything even better. The blue water,
Yeah.
the smell of the trees,
Just
the dry
a
roads.
spectacular
It
day.
is.
But we will see you all in the next episode where we continue our road trip north and we end up in the town of Tongue.
Yeah, indeed. That's about 160 kilometres away. So I think it's going to be a late one.